Hi there. It's January the 26th, and as we continue our readings in the book of Exodus in the Torah, we find Moses having escaped from Egypt and having fled from the wrath of Pharaoh, keeping the sheep of his father-in-law Jethro in the wilderness. It's here that God comes and encounters him, in a vision, in a burning bush. In a sense, there's nothing unusual about a burning bush in the desert. The sun would often burn up dry bushes, and so there was nothing initially odd about it. But Moses noticed this, that it wasn't consumed, that it burned but wasn't burned up, because God's fire itself was in the bush. As Moses draws near, God warns him to take off his shoes, saying, "The ground on which you stand is holy." Moses then is afraid when he hears that this is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and God introduces himself in that way, using the names of his forefathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses turns away in fear. God's not told him to turn away in fear. He wants to speak to him, but Moses is afraid to look on the face of God. Later on in the story of Moses, when he's brought the people of Israel out of their bondage, they meet God, and actually Moses goes up the mountain and meets God. He's in the presence of God for 6 weeks, so much so that his face becomes shining. And this man who is now afraid to look into the fire of the burning bush will himself become the burning man that God fills with his very presence. God wants to get close to us. Sometimes we fear coming close to him, we fear our unworthiness. But God's face, his presence, is always towards us. And just like Moses, we can come close to him and find him transforming our lives. Have a very good January the 26th.